Hey guys, welcome back to another action figure review. Today we have a figure from Snail Shell to check out, the alternate loungewear version of Aileen. We have a large pink colored box with a large image of Aileen in the center, with the box having glossy effects like borders, stars, and her name written in cursive. Taking a look at the back, we have a close-up of Aileen holding her glasses, with pictures of her alternate faces, a spread of accessories, and the usual warnings, links to social media, and figure details. Once again, we have the genuine scratch-off sticker that reveals a link to the official WeChat when scanned. The last details on the box are over at the side with the pink silhouette of Aileen and a large 112 number showing off her scale. Just like most import figures, they come wrapped in tissue paper, ensuring that the figure is brand new and untampered with. In order to get the figure out, you will have to tear open the tissue as it's taped down in multiple areas. Opening up the box from the bottom allows us to easily slide the tray out in one pull. The plastic tray is sealed shut with a reflective sticker that leaves behind a void text when torn open, as well as a warning sticker at the bottom. And the last layer of defense will be the plastic bag the figure is wrapped in, along with small sheets of plastic between the joints, used to prevent paint rub and damage to the sculpt during shipment. While the original version of Aileen was introduced as a bunny suit wearing combat soldier equipped with weapons and even the flying cyclone vehicle, this is the loungewear relaxed version of the figure, only wearing a very large shirt. Featuring a shirt from a cartoon show Aileen used to watch as a kid, we have the lazily dressed Aileen in only her underwear and large oversized shirt. While very professional at her job, she loves to stay and laze around the house, with her hair unkempt, eating snacks, fooling around and wearing her fuzzy bunny ears. Since this version is mostly a blank body, there are tons of optional accessories, including a pink teddy bear coat, a black maid outfit, and a pink raincoat. Snail Shell has provided a great blank body to swap accessories with, and it looks like they'll continue the trend of the relaxed day off versions with other rapid assault characters. This figure doesn't have much of a background story when it comes to them, as we only get small bits of information when they post them on the official social media. Let's take a look at some of the details of the figure. A warm tone covers the entire figure, starting off with a warm shade of pink for the hair, detailed with many strands of hair swept towards the side, and a few strands sticking out sideways, giving her that sleepy just woke up look. The eyebrows are thin red lines covered by her hair, with similar eyelashes getting lighter in color towards the edges. The large pink anime style eyes have detailed irises with lots of shine and gloss to the patterns, a small bump for the nose, and a gentle smile to finish the details of her face. Over at the side, we can see how the messy hair is swept backwards, with strands of hair pointing everywhere. Looking at the back, we have a large section of pink hair that has a pearlescent shine to it, giving a soft, warm shine to the hair without making it look glossy. Normally, the figure is just wearing the white shirt, but we removed it to get a better look at the body sculpting. The chest of the figure features sculpted collarbones, and the large breast of the figure, seen here covered by the optional bra accessory, a white bra with a frilly pattern towards the edges. Small folds in the skin are sculpted at the back, showing off some of the body muscles as well as the white straps of the bra. We have very small shoulders and arms. Not much muscle tone here at all, just a thin shoulder and bicep. The pre-installed hands are in an open palmed resting pose, with small sculpted fingernails at the tip of each finger. For the waist, we just have a pair of white underwear, with a small indent for the navel on this hourglass-shaped body. Over at the back, the underwear hugs the butt tightly, where we can see some definition in the sculpting of the butt. Much like the shoulders, the thighs have minimal muscle tone here, with the only real detail being cut for the joint here. The legs have a bit of sculpting to the back of the legs, but overall keeps the slender look of the figure. We wrap up the detail of the figure with the bare feet. Small bare feet with a detailed sculpt for each toe. Let's take a look at the articulation of the figure. For the articulation, we will take off the shirt without the bra accessory installed. While the shirt can be worn while articulating the figure, it's made of a soft enough cloth to not hinder any range, but without the shirt we have a better look at the joints. Starting off, we have a head that rotates and looks up and down. And while the hair doesn't get in the way as much thanks to that short hairstyle, you'll only really bump into it at the back. We have shoulders that open outward, and fully rotates with some small adjustments, a rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows with a decent tight range, butterfly joints at the shoulder giving you a minimal forward and backwards adjustment, wrists that rotate and bend depending on the joint orientation. Now, even without wearing the shirt, the chest joint is very tightly sculpted for the body. We get some backwards range, but the front is blocked by the large chest. No waist articulation here. Legs that open up a great amount, and bend forward as well, but the butt plate style sculpt at the back will block backwards motion. A cut in the thigh for rotation. Double jointed knees that tightly bend back, great for sitting poses. Ankles that bend up and down and rotate. And a foot that twists. Aileen is presented in the 1/12 scale at 155mm, just slightly above 6 inches. And next to Milk Tea Girl, also from Snail Shell, we can see that they both size up well with each other, with the hair playing the biggest role in size difference. Here we have a Figma Darkness in her bikini outfit, slightly shorter and smaller compared to Snail Shell's usual larger size, where Figma is under 6 inches while Snail Shell is usually slightly above 6. Second Axis Sakura is a non-scale figure but hovers around 6 inches, usually making them much taller than Figma's and other import brands. They blend in well together as Snail Shell has most of their girls at 6 inches. Jada Toys is also in the 1/12 scale, but their characters accurately represent their height in the figures, so smaller figures like Cammy will be shorter while others will match their own height. Storm Arena's Ken is also another brand to look out for this scale that works pretty well with Snail Shell figures. Hasbro has many series of figures in the 1/12 scale, mostly figures that reach 6 inches no matter what brand they come from. They all have a similar height and bulk to their figures. Mythic Legions are on the larger side of the 1/12 scale. Having larger heads and more bulky bodies, they stand out much larger. Even on the smaller 2.0 bodies, they almost have a head's worth of height on Snail Shell figures. Starting off with the accessories, we have a flyer with a picture of Aileen on it and links to social media with a few warnings on the back of the card. A black and white instructions book in Chinese and Japanese showing off how to use each accessory. We have an alternate faceplate in a more shy expression with her mouth open. The back of this plate also has sockets for the eye tool. If you are familiar with import figures, it's a similar process to swap out the faces. You first take the front hair section off of the figure. We can notice the magnet placed here, more on that later in the review. And then we can remove the face plate. Afterwards, you can install the alternate plate, then reattach the hair on top. This faceplate adds a more playful expression to the figure, making her look a bit clumsy or embarrassed. We have the Snail Shell eye tool with the small cross at the tip to adjust the eyes. Socketing the eye tool in the back allows us to then move the eyes, allowing us to position them by rotating the joint. The white loose shirt can be removed. It's made of a soft microfiber-like cloth with the Agent Rabbit cartoon at the center. A white bra that's frilly towards the edges with 2 small shoulder straps. Now, in order to remove the shirt or install the bra, you will have to take apart the figure completely from the chest upward. Once the chest and arms are removed, you can install the bra into the figure. It tightly conforms to the body with not much space left for the arms. While the joints are sturdy and didn't feel brittle, just like other Snail Shell girls, it's a lot of work to switch their appearances, so most people will pick one style and keep it that way. We have a fuzzy bunny ear headband with a small magnet underneath. The magnet attaches into the hidden one inside of the hair. It snaps on securely without damaging the hair or clipping on tightly, but the magnets are powerful enough to stay on even when moved, so there's no need to worry of it falling off. We have a nice spread of different hands to use in this tray. 4 different pairs from relaxed hands, pointing fingers, and 2 pairs of grabbing hands. An alternate pair of feet with the toes stretching out and the sole in an arched position. Here is a side-by-side comparison to the pre-installed feet, where we can notice the small differences, just a few toes spread out and the arched sole. We have a small accessory bag with 2 spare wrist joints and the bonus etched metal sheet glasses. While they are made of metal, this red glasses sheet is extremely thin. I have no doubt that I will either break these or lose them immediately. And we have the standard snail shell base, a clear hexagon with the logo at the center. A clear plastic arm that attaches to the base with 3 points of articulation. A small adapter for plugging into the figure, usually a tail, but none with this version of Aileen. And a claw that can grip tightly on the body of the figure. There's nothing like a special alternate edition to make you regret not getting the original. Snail Shell did a wonderful job capturing the warmth and softness of this figure with the slight blush on the body, the pearlescent pink on the hair. We have a nice standard base figure to customize with accessories as Snail Shell releases them. There's not much to say about a figure that's almost completely naked, as we only have her body figure to complement, and once again she reminds me of a base blank body rather than the full-fledged action figure. With short hair, and even when wearing the shirt, the articulation really shines on a blank body like this, with no gear or other restrictions on the range of motion for the figure. While Snail Shell has proven themselves with high quality parts and strong plastics, it's still a bit nerve-wracking having to completely disassemble the entire figure just to take the clothing on or off. The hidden magnets in the head was another next level quality of life feature that Snail Shell loves to put into its figures. It could have been a snap-on or something to place between the hair and the faceplate, but the magnet works very well and I was actually impressed by it. She's pretty light on the accessories. We do have plenty of hands and feet, and the alternate faceplates could have been a little bit more exciting. A yawning face would have really fit this figure rather than an alternate smile. But I can't complain too much as she's pretty low cost for the pre-order. But once again, we have a ton of optional accessory packs not included, especially the pink bear coat and bunny slippers that I can't help but feel that they should have included even if it raised the price. Loungewear Aileen is perfect for those who missed out on the Bunny Girl version, or if you want a great blank body to customize with more clothing options. There is a ton of third-party clothing to choose from, and even Snail Shell uses this version of Aileen in many promotional shots, showcasing optional clothing accessory packs. A very cute, warm figure that will set up nicely in any bedroom diorama, Aileen makes the perfect blank body figure to customize. Taking apart the figure to change the accessories might be a bit daunting, but from my experience, Snail Shell releases a pretty sturdy figure and you'll get used to it like I did. Overall, a great figure that does what it's meant to do, look cute and warm on your shelf. The loungewear version of Aileen is definitely worth checking out, especially if you have plans to customize her. Alright guys, that's it for this review. Leave a comment letting me know how you like this figure, subscribe or share this video with your friends to help out the channel.